Hey friends, I'd like to answer the question today. As part of my practice, should I record myself and listen to myself playing? Would that help me? See, this question actually rose out of the conversation I was having with one of the friends in our low whistle community. And I think it's a great question. I've talked to you before and said I just use an inexpensive microphone to do my recordings, and I use my iPhone. I have an iPhone 13. Yeah, it's about time to upgrade, according to my provider. So, and I don't even use the fancy camera on the front, and I record in my study. My study is on the front of the house. We live on a main road into town. I've got trucks driving by, and it's just a noisy street. And I know that you hear background noise now and then. And I got the microphone I use way back in my corporate training days when I was recording training and delivering training in person. Sometimes I'd have to do voiceover for some software training we delivered remotely, and sometimes I'd actually have to record myself. So this was a reasonably good mic back then. But I don't really know how it compares. I do know, though, that this microphone is supposed to only pick up, like from me facing toward it. My phone, I think it just picks up everything. I'm not really sure. I've just done my thing. Like I said, I don't, after recording, I go through and I edit. I have to listen to myself because I'm editing these videos. And that's really helpful, you see. As I edit a video, I think, well, that sounds better than I thought. That sounds worse than I thought. Well, that transition works or doesn't. That I like that ornament there, or maybe I wouldn't do that again. And that kind of thing is really helpful. It's recording yourself is like going to the doctor for a checkup, except you're the doctor. See, you record yourself, you listen to yourself. How am I really doing? Am I playing like I think I'm playing? I assume that most all of you have a modern phone that has a camera and a microphone as good as the one I'm using. And so what I want to do to help us out before finishing this conversation is I'm currently recording using my Blue Yeti microphone. I tried this a few minutes ago and I unplugged my Blue Yeti while the recording was still going, and then I listened back to it. Yes, I listened to myself and it didn't work at all. My phone still thought it was looking for the Blue Yeti and just made all kinds of horrible noises. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the beginning to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And then I'll stop the video. I'll unplug my microphone. I'll restart the video and I'll play it again. And we'll chat a minute with just my phone's microphone so that you could hear the difference. Because I want you to hear the difference between this Blue Yeti I'm using, and there's no soundproofing in my study. I've asked for some of that for Christmas. And I want you to hear the difference between my microphone that's about 18 inches from me and my phone, which is about 2 feet from me. This is with my Blue Yeti mic. Playing mistakes aside, we're just comparing the sound. All right, I'm going to stop the video, unplug my microphone, restart the video. All right, I'm back. Yep, that was quick, wasn't it? So I'm now sitting just in front of my phone. I'm using the camera on my phone, not even the good one. I'm just talking at my phone. Whatever the microphone on my phone's picking up is what you're getting. This will answer the question, how do I sound compared to my reasonable mic? And the funny thing is, if I sound the same, then there's not really a whole lot of point in me using this old microphone anymore. I probably just need to do this in a better room. So, somewhere over the rainbow, no external microphone attached to my phone. All right, so you're hearing me speak, you heard me play, you can differentiate between the two. Now you'll know, will I sound recording myself on my phone like I would if I was using a microphone I paid $80 for? That's probably what this goes for today, I don't know. And I imagine, my guess is that you might as well just use your phone. I'll bet the phone is doing a great job. So yes, record yourself, listen to yourself. How are you doing? But like I said, use this like you would a periodic checkup. Am I doing like I think I'm doing? I've been practicing. Now I'm going to record that song I've been working on for 3 days. How am I doing with that tune? Let me hear myself, and be kind to yourself. This will help you. Yes, I recommend you do this. Just as a way of listening to yourself, to say, that sounds okay. I think, yes, I'm learning to play this thing. Encourage yourself. Don't be unkind to yourself. Use this to help move yourself forward, not as a way to discourage yourself. So anyway, I hope that answers the question, my friends. It's a great question. And if you've got other great questions like that, drop them in the comments or email me at scott@lowdwhistle.com, and we'll talk about them. This is all so helpful for us in growing in playing our instruments. Until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy low D whistling.